Welcome to Locker Room Talks and welcome back to our former Big Apple Breakdown audience. We're back, Henry, back better than ever. Rebrand style, obviously a new name, some different changes coming to this podcast, but we're back better than ever. Henry, how are we feeling? And why don't we explain to the audience what's going to be different?
Of course. What's up, Johnny? I'm excited to be back. Took a little bit of a hiatus. We both just graduated college and trying to find our footing in jobs and everything. But, we really miss doing this. And, we decided to come back. The one caveat is we're rebranding from just New York sports. Of course, we're going to be talking about our fandoms of the Yankees and Johnny, the Giants, and for me, the Jets. But we want to put our own spin on things. We want to talk more about things that we want to talk about. Some of the things, like obviously New York sports is our passion and we love talking about that, but like we don't want to get on here and talk about how much Ali Sanchez fucking sucks. Like you guys all know that already. Like you're hearing it from WFN, you're hearing it from John Boy. Like we don't need to get into the nitty gritty about how bad some of these guys are and like backup catcher or backup utility guy. Like we would want to talk about things that you guys would enjoy and something that's easier for you guys to consume than some of that stuff.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, with this show, we're getting a much more national storylines.
Mhm.
You'll see different flow, just some fun stuff, even non-sports stuff.
course.
You'll see, we want to show more of our personality.
Mhm.
And obviously with a little hiatus, but Henry and I, we have a passion for this. We believe we have something special. We believe we're entertaining and we're really excited what this show is going to look like. A lot of fun. I mean, me personally, like with Old Big Apple, it was hard. Those of you that know, LeBron James is my favorite athlete. It was hard not to talk about that because I have such a passion to talk about him. And I just think you're going to get the best version of ourselves with talking about the stuff we really want to talk about and just showing our personality more. So I'm excited. We're going to be posting more. We're in person together. It was a little hard last year when I was at school. Henry graduated. But we're back in New Jersey. No college. We're just working, figuring out what we're going to do. But we got the free time and passion for this. So very excited. With that being said, Henry, anything else you want to talk about before we get going?
Yeah, I mean, again, just to piggyback off of what you're saying, like this style show will be less limiting in a sense because we won't feel the pressure to talk about every little New York thing going on. And we might not even talk about every little thing going on. We're going to talk about what we want. And I feel like our rebrand gives us the freedom to not have to nitpick every little thing going on in the sports world. Like we'll talk about what we want to talk about. But again, we will cover mostly everything. So, yeah.
So I think with that being said, a lot has happened this summer. And we're starting off with the NBA. And this was the summer of no one else, the decision for 4.0, LeBron James, my favorite athlete of all time. Just earlier last week, he signed a 2-year veteran minimum deal with the Philadelphia 76ers. But before we get into that, this was a long process. So I think we got to start off back with the end of the Lakers era. And, I always personally thought, as somebody that knows too much about LeBron James, he was never going to leave the Lakers. I thought he loved LA. And despite there being clear tension with the Lakers and him, I thought they'd always stay together for convenience. And even the LeBron Lakers era really ended when they traded for Luka Doncic. Those two at this point in LeBron's career, not a great fit. And for basketball reasons, it always made sense for them to eventually split, especially for LeBron, in my opinion. But I honestly thought LeBron, the hunger and desire to chase the legacy and the winning, I thought naturally went away, which the guy's accomplished so much. And he obviously loves basketball. So I don't know about you. I never thought he was leaving the Lakers. I thought he was always going to retire Laker.
I feel like this is going to be crazy to say. It's crazy sounding, but I feel like him on the Lakers outside of that championship, and you can debate whether it was a real title or not. I think him on the Lakers was almost a waste. He's not.
What do you mean a waste?
He's never.
That's crazy.
Because
what do you mean a waste?
A waste.
The Lakers were.
It was a waste of 8 years of his career.
Okay.
He was never going to be one of those Laker darlings the way Kobe was, the way Magic was, the way even, Jerry West, Shaq.
I still think he's a Laker legend.
Laker fans don't.
They don't love him.
They don't care about him.
They don't love him like they obviously love Kobe.
He will never be one of those guys. And I don't think he went there chasing that.
I think he wanted to go there, and he obviously went for business reasons. This was, with all of his decisions made, this was by far the least basketball move.
Of course.
We look back.
He went there chasing a post-basketball life, which almost makes we'll get into the Philly move in a little bit, but almost makes the Philly move, in my eyes, a little more perplexing. But he could have, in a lot of other people's eyes, if he made a basketball move back in 2018, could have passed Michael Jordan.
I mean, in my opinion, he has passed Michael Jordan.
Some people
and
believe that.
I think the whole LeBron Jordan debate, we could talk about that for hours. The focus in that era, LeBron went there. The Lakers were horrible. They were in a horrible spot. They were the worst team in the league over 5 years. Brought him a co-star with them, Anthony Davis. They weren't getting Anthony Davis out of LeBron. I didn't want a championship. And sure, I mean, it obviously is his least successful tenure by far that he had. But, you know, he won a championship. He won a finals MVP. He went to another conference finals. And if you look at the NBA now, it's so much parity. Who else has dominated the last 8 years? After the Golden State Warriors championship 2018, there's not been a consecutive finals winner. There's actually only been one total winner. There's been no repeat team from 2019 to 2026.
So, yes, there has been so much more parity since then. But LeBron ran the East.
Yes.
LeBron could have continued to run the East.
I'm just curious.
He should have. Maybe he shouldn't have necessarily stayed with.
He should have stayed with the Cavs
back in 2018. Maybe that timeline was drawn out and all that.
Philly was the rumor,
and Phil, yeah,
with Simmons and young Embiid.
And looking back, maybe that wouldn't have worked out. But also, maybe LeBron could have gotten Ben Simmons to get out of his own way and buy in. And
it's always interesting because I really, not to get in the full Philly aspect, I really do think he was considering them then because I think he's there now. I mean, that totally is a part of it why he's there now. Because the Lakers one was the least shocking. I've never felt like, I remember I was younger, but I was hearing the stories of 2010. No one really knew what was going on. And in 2014, everyone was kind of in the dark for that one and going back to Cleveland. But
I mean, Cleveland literally had Gordon Hayward in there.
Yes, that's a crazy
contract.
story.
Like,
that
is insane.
Rich Paul just called up Dan Gilbert and
I feel like the Philly move is almost like a redo.
Yeah,
I wish I wish I did this because again, every move he's made since 2018, obviously there's only been one move, but that move was a family and post basketball career.
This was his longest tenure of his career.
It
8
wasn't
years with the Lakers.
Yeah, it wasn't a basketball move, and to me, it's almost like midlife crisis-esque, where it's like, wait, I should have done that back when I was younger. Goes jump ship.
I think he's felt like he hasn't been competing for championships like he wants to because so the Lakers era first year was kind of a wash. They still had Lonzo Ingram.
Yeah.
They're actually pretty good. LeBron got hurt. Their season kind of fell apart and they missed the playoffs. Next year, trade for Anthony Davis. LeBron got Anthony Davis there. He's not going there without him. Win the championship. Was an awesome team. The next year, I actually believe that 2021 Lakers team was just as good, if not better, than the 2020 team. And then they had the short off season because of COVID. Davis gets hurt, LeBron gets hurt, and they totally panic. And this is the one thing I think you could blame LeBron on for his Lakers tenure. The GM push for the Russell Westbrook trade. And that, if you really look back on it, that era never recovered from that failed trade. They had the little spark when they traded for D'Lo, and they made the conference finals. They got swept by Denver.
I mean, I also just want to push back on you saying AD is not coming to LA without LeBron.
Nah. He was not.
He wasn't going to stay in New Orleans.
He would have went somewhere else.
I think no matter what, it's the Los Angeles Lakers. It's the same effect as Dallas Cowboys, as the New York Yankees. They have their own gravitational pull where if they tell you, we want you to come here, we want you to be your next guy. It's one of those franchises where it's like see all our history. Kobe Bryant, Shaquille O'Neal, Magic Johnson, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. You could be up here on this pedestal with these.
They're not a well-run organization anymore. Ever since Dr. Jerry Buss died with Genie taking over, I don't think Pelinka's a good GM. They got the luckiest trade ever with Luka. But if you look at that team now, so they completely followed the end of the LeBron AD era. They were hesitant to make moves. And those two were still at the top of their game, playing very, very well. But they didn't have a championship supporting cast around them. And it was frustrating because it was just weird. They felt like they didn't go all in. Obviously, they made the Luka trade. You obviously do that. But that ended the whole LeBron AD era. Obviously, LeBron was there another year and a half, but it was ended the era. But you look at the team now, they have nothing left. They have no draft. They have, it's not, I think it's just the worst version of those Luka Kyrie Mavericks team. And I just feel like this is what you waited to do. And sure, they're going to be good. They'll be a 50-win team, but they have no shot at catching up San Antonio or OKC. So I don't know. I think another reason why LeBron left is a respect factor. I think he clearly it was not about the money. He's taking the biggest discount in sports history for a player this good.
Which is why it just an all-in basketball move. It's not, it has nothing to do with anything else. It's purely basketball.
Yeah. But I'll quickly finish up on the end of the Lakers era. I think it was a respect and want factor, and especially when what he did this year, he went to the third option, which is so like I think that's so much easier said than done for a guy that's been the best player his whole life. Went to the third option. The Lakers were playing great basketball. Luka and Reeves get hurt the same game. Your two young co-stars get hurt, and 41-year-old LeBron says, "Fine, I'll just do the old ways." Beats the Rockets in a playoff series at 41 with Luke Kennard, Rui Hachimura, guys that are no disrespect to those guys. They're fine role players, but just putting the team on his back carrying. And it was really fun to see. And I don't know if it's Rich Paul kind of said, if that doesn't happen, he thinks LeBron just retires. Which I don't know if I believe him. You know, like when he signed, he's like, I almost retired. I don't believe that.
I don't believe that. Wait, you mean if he didn't like go on?
Like if he didn't, the Rich Paul Mind the Game podcast.
Yeah.
Or Game Over, man. Sorry, the Mind Game's LeBron. But he pretty much says like, I think for Braun, that was him saying I could still do this.
Like
he could go to the number one option,
saw that.
Still be that guy. I mean, he's still so good. But yeah, the divorce was coming for these sides. And when LeBron went to the Lakers, there was no way either side could have thought he'd be playing this long. That's another thing. So it made sense why they split. But man, this whole process, I really had no idea what he was doing.
Where did you think he was going?
So when it first got announced, I thought the Golden State thing was happening. I thought, anyway, there was a crazy rumor, LeBron and AD to Golden State. I thought that was going to happen. Then a few days passed. I was really leaning Cleveland because I thought he was thinking the legacy move. I didn't think he'd go to a new organization and then out of nowhere, Jaylen Brown gets traded to Philly.
See, I thought the whole time it was going to be Miami, and I thought Miami.
That's the one later on.
I thought Miami was going to be the legacy move-esque type of thing because it would have been similar to Cleveland. Obviously, not the same because the ties to Cleveland being his hometown and everything, but it would have been like a return.
And
again,
but
it
a lot of people forget that didn't end great. The whole Pat Riley and LeBron relationship was very
toxic,
like. It hurt. They didn't talk for a while after LeBron left. Pat Riley was very hurt, obviously. And there was something of going back to Cleveland for a third time that it just didn't feel right. I think he did that already. That's always his home. That's always where he's going to be known as.
Also, I don't think the pieces were right for him to go back to Cleveland this time. No,
it would have been a worse Lakers.
It fell into place last time because the pieces were right. So
the Miami one intrigued me, but that when you nowadays when you trade for. You give up so much to get a Giannis. That roster it's going to take some time to fully build. And there's not enough shooting there. It would have been fun. It would have been cool. Yeah. But man, Philly shocked me. They were there when the Jaylen Brown trade happened. They kept getting brought up. They never went away, but I always just thought it was like technically Minnesota was brought up the entire time. No one thought he was going there.
Or Denver.
Yeah, I thought it was that. And I was stunned when he chose them, but the more I think I've thought about it, it does make sense. And I think it's cool because, like I mentioned before, as a LeBron fan, I thought his days, when the guys accomplish so much, there's not that desperation anymore. There's no natural...
See, this is a desperate move. It's a move because he wants to add another title, because he wants to...
if he didn't win a ring in Cleveland, let's say he went back to Cleveland 2 years, no one cares. Like, he would have been cool. That would have been purely just the right thing, retirement. If he doesn't win a ring in Philly, like, it's not going to hurt his legacy. But
I think it will. Because that team is loaded. That team is stacked. That team is so loaded.
Okay, so I think it depends how they lose. If they lose fully healthy, that's different. But if Embiid's hurt, which that's a huge factor in all this.
I mean, he's probably hurt already. By the time from the time we started recording this episode, he probably already got hurt.
I feel like he's healthier than we think. LeBron had to factor the Embiid health part of it.
And then the Jaylen Brown factor. I mean, he wanted to leave. He is a pretty selfish player, but he wanted to leave Boston because he wanted to be the guy. And now he's practically buried in that starting lineup. I mean, you literally got Tyrese Maxey, LeBron, Embiid. And him? He's the fourth option?
He's not the fourth option.
He is the fourth option. I mean, I guess
LeBron knows what he's signing up for. See, to me, this is his Brady to Tampa. He's coming into a lot of talent, a good head coach in Nick Nurse. These guys haven't won. They haven't made past the second round in the Embiid era. And he's bringing them together. You have the Godwin, the Evans, you have the Embiid, the Maxey, you have the Newt. I mean, Jaylen, it is interesting whose team it is because when they're fully healthy, Embiid's the best player. When Embiid is fully healthy, he is definitely the number one option. That's a huge if, though. I think Maxey, he was recruiting LeBron. They're very close. Hard. He's the one that I think's end up taking the step back, which is tough because he might be the best player. It's hard.
No. Embiid's going to be the one to take the step back because you look at a pattern of all of LeBron's super teams. It's always the big man who takes a step back. Chris Bosh, Kevin Love, and
Anthony Davis though was a.
But they were more like a host.
They were a duo
instead of like a big three.
But respect to those guys, Embiid's an MVP. Honestly, it's just that I do think this will help. Embiid doesn't have to do everything. Like when he could comfortably play 28 minutes a game, get his 23 points.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you have Maxey, who I think is a really underrated off-ball player. I think LeBron's gonna, because Maxey's obviously a point guard, but he's a scoring guard.
Again, LeBron is going to be the ball handler in this situation. Yes. So yeah, he's not the number one option. Like obviously, teams run their offense and stuff, but the ball's in his hand. He's going to be facilitating the entire offense.
Not necessarily, but I think he's bringing these guys. It's going to be clunky at times, but I think, man, if they're healthy, if Embiid is 60 to 70% healthy, I don't know how you don't.
They might take the Knicks to 6.
I'm giving respect to the champs. I'm not going to say that the Knicks lovely. I got to see them play, but man, I mean that starting 5 and their bench is there. And you have VJ Edgecombe, who's a great young rising possible star player. He's obviously going to take a step back.
LeBron's obviously going to stunt his growth. He's going to
come on.
He's going to hurt Maxey.
Maxey's a star.
He's going to hurt Maxey.
Maxey's established. I
guess the silver lining of this whole thing is the ball will be in Jaylen Brown's hands less, so less opportunities for him to turn it over. He has a turnover machine.
I mean I couldn't believe that trade. I mean, wait. Oh, you know what I think? I think LeBron. This I've not heard one person mention this. LeBron's biggest rival and the team he hates is a Tyrese Boston.
Yeah.
Is this another chance to do another middle finger at Boston?
Well, yeah. I mean, obviously it is.
It is. But because this, if they win, this will totally ruin Brad Stevens' reputation. But if this is good,
they're not gonna win.
What do you mean they're not gonna win?
It's gonna be the Knicks again. The Knicks are gonna come out of the East again.
Isn't it the East?
I'm
not gonna okay, but I think
I would have had so much more respect for LeBron.
Okay, respect.
If he just joined the Knicks.
Why? He clearly wanted to go to the Knicks. He just didn't because they won it all.
Because
it's very obvious from this.
The Knicks were obviously coming off the championship. I wouldn't compare if LeBron jumped ship to the Knicks. I wouldn't compare that to.
It would have been Kevin Durant level. If he went to.
You think it would have been Kevin Durant level?
Yes.
No, because then Jaylen Brunson is not Steph Curry. They went on
he just won the championship.
They went on an incredible, improbable run last year. They're
not repeating. I'm sorry. There hasn't been a repeat winner in so long since the Golden State Warriors. I just don't know how you can say it's the Knicks team.
But
the East is so much better. I think they're the best team in the East right now, but it's just so.
The Knicks are still the deepest team in the East.
Are they?
They are.
I think Philly might be deeper. You have Dean Wade, who they signed to, which is a great signing. You have KCP, who's going to play. You have Anthony Simons, too. The only thing Philly's missing, in my opinion, Justin Edwards is a pretty good wing. They just drafted the Bama kid. Yeah. I don't love the backup big situation because Adam Bona's there, who's a fine backup big. But with Embiid going to miss games, I don't think they're done. I can see them. I mean, Mike Ganton, and what a stuff. I mean, I think they have assets. They're not cooked on assets. I could see them getting on their backup big, and I mean, that's the team. And
they're going to get starting big because Embiid's going to be hurt. VJ Edgecombe.
Embiid just has to be ready. Okay, this would in my opinion, because LeBron will be ready for the playoffs. He'll be available for the playoffs. He's available. He'll play 50 to 60 games in the regular season. Edgecombe, Brown, and Maxey alone can get you to 50 wins. How long? Just those 3.
Yeah, but LeBron's going to stunt Edgecombe's
When is he going to stunt?
Because he's going to take away opportunity from it.
He's going to learn so much under the great opportunity.
There's too many ball-dominant players on this team for it to work out. Jaylen Brown's not going to be playing off ball.
These guys have to sacrifice. They're going to have to. It's truly about winning. Jaylen Brown was part of the recruitment for LeBron James.
He's a selfish player.
And
LeBron already have beef.
They squashed it. Yeah, they did. Yeah, they squashed it.
So one thing goes wrong, it's going to be like that again.
I think you're like these.
They got this professional.
These guys are young,
streamer.
and Embiid's the only one that's really not healthy. Which you have to bubble wrap him. But I mean, these are stars. Like these are 4 just alpha dogs, and they're gonna. LeBron will be fine. He'll fit in. Maxey,
yeah.
Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown trade was to make him the future face of the franchise of the 76ers. Do you agree?
No, because that's Tyrese Maxey.
I think
The
I
Jaylen
love
Brown
Tyrese
trade,
Maxey.
the Jaylen Brown trade from the 76ers perspective was
It's just crazy.
Boston needs to unload this guy.
Unload. He's 29 point game scorer.
No.
Like we're talking like this is a
I'm
bad
not, I'm not saying unload him because of his talent. I'm saying because of the level of disgruntled he is, because Boston did that. They did that when they shopped him for KD. They did that when they shopped him for Giannis. And after they shopped him for Giannis this offseason, they ruined their chances of keeping him.
Mhm.
He was so disgruntled to the point where you had to unload him, and teams realized that they were desperate to unload him.
Mhm.
Nothing to do with his basketball talent, but because of how disgruntled he was. And Philly had to have been surprised, like, oh shit, we can get him for this price? You're going to make that deal 100 times out of 100 times. And it's almost the same thing how when the Bucks made the Dame trade, they ended up losing because the Celtics ended up getting Drew Holiday. If the Celtics would have never made that trade if they knew that trade ended up with LeBron James.
100%.
But again, this roster is great on paper. It's just like the Brooklyn Nets a couple years ago. The roster was great on paper.
It was good. Okay, but I saw people that comparison. You know this more than anyone. That 2021 Nets team wins a championship if they're healthy.
Yeah.
They had guys like veteran minimums, Blake Griffin and young Nick Claxton. This Philly team's just better than that team.
It took
Depth-wise,
a worldwide pandemic to stop the Nets. It took a worldwide pandemic to prop up LeBron and get him another title.
Well, I just think the biggest difference in the issues with that, because that was not on the court issues. That was leadership issues and ownership issues with the Nets. But that's just the difference between a Kevin Durant-led team and LeBron James-led team. LeBron James will he'll keep everything together. He has the experience of sacrifice, of being on teams with these stars. He did it. Like this.
He has an experience of
Miami.
He has an experience of watching other guys sacrifice. LeBron himself has never sacrificed.
What do you mean he hasn't? That's just not true.
He
just sacrificed last year. He was the third option at 40
He's 41 years old.
He's doing
41 years old.
Of course. Why would LeBron sacrifice?
Of course, you're going to be a second option at 41 years old.
He's probably the fourth option though.
He's not the fourth option.
Okay, so
Jaylen Brown is the fourth option.
That's not true.
Yes, it is.
Okay, who's okay? Let's rank scoring options. Okay, so I think Jaylen Brown is the leading scorer in this team. Then Tyrese.
Okay.
Then Embiid. Then LeBron.
Okay.
But I don't think that's the one that matters. Okay, I'll let you go with the scoring option.
I think it's going to be Maxey, LeBron.
LeBron's not. LeBron's going to be averaging 20 points a game, maybe less.
Jaylen Brown, then Embiid. Only reason I say Embiid is the fourth is because, again, the pattern of big guys on a LeBron super team take a step back.
But this is when this guy's right, he is unguardable. He should be when that Team USA team, 2024, they were with LeBron James, Steph Curry, Kevin Durant on it. There were a lot of times where they were just saying, Joel, take
But also against nobodies. There's no one who even as tall as them.
Nikola Jokic.
Besides
Nikola Jokic, Serbia. And that was his best game by far.
Yeah, but he was playing with LeBron James, Stephen Curry, Kevin Durant.
He's playing with LeBron James, Jaylen Brown, and Tyrese Maxey.
There's an element in Olympic basketball where it's not like for
LeBron's role in
Team USA, the only person they had to worry about was Jokic. For Jokic, they have to worry about
obviously
every single best player in the world. That's that Philly team.
That's this Philly. It's going to be that LeBron type role in the Olympics where he's the leader. He's keeping this together. He's going to get his assists, rebounds, points. Maxey will get his. But they're going to stagger minutes too. Those two things, when all four of those guys are playing, there will never be a time when two of them are on the floor.
When they're playing the Knicks in the conference finals, Landry Shamet is better than most of the guys on Serbia besides Nikola Jokic.
Okay, like we're kind of getting off topic here.
We're the level of play is so distant that we're comparing Joel Embiid against Jokic and then nobody's.
I mean, we'll see. We'll see how it fits out. But in my opinion, if Embiid is there in the playoffs, 60% healthy, they got a really good shot at winning it all.
Okay, I mean, we also got to see this team's continuity, how they mesh together.
Yeah. I mean, the East is tough though, man. Isn't it crazy? So obviously, other NBA offseason moves, Giannis to Miami. I mean, LaMelo Ball, it's another one. We talked about Jaylen Brown, and then the Kawhi we think is going to end up in Toronto. It's a little weird, but I wonder. The East has become more interesting than the West, and they have a lot of I still think the West is better And I think what we're going to see in the West is it's like Cavs Warriors, those two. I realistically don't see anybody touching those two in OKC and the Spurs. You have the fun year, like I think Minnesota. You told me Minnesota beat one of them. Like they're like the fun Houston Rockets. Like they can maybe, but I think for the next 4 to 5 years, the West is Thunder and the Spurs, and these guys know this. So that's what you're seeing the East. I mean, East has got a lot of like I think the Knicks and Philly on their own tier alone. And then Toronto's going to be good, assuming they have Kawhi. Cleveland's still going to be good. Indiana, that's an NBA Finals team. Like that's Atlanta got better. That's another fun team. Who am I missing? The Heat, and then
I think though
that's 7 teams right there.
I think though the Heat are not going to live up to
this year's going to be tough because
it's more of a long term.
Yeah, it's definitely this year's going to be tough. I think there's a realistic chance they're in the plan. I mean, like we just named 7 teams right. I'm pretty sure I'm forgetting some teams. Oh, Boston. That's a 51 team. They'll still be a 51 team. The Wizards will be fun. Orlando, like those are 10. It's going to be tough in the East. Obviously, some of these teams will get hurt by injuries, but I don't know. The East is very interesting to me. I'm excited to see how it plays out. And I just like the West. It's just nobody's beating those two. So why even? A lot of these guys are going to start going East. Yeah. So, I mean, anything else you want to talk about the LeBron move?
No, I think we covered everything on
I have a fun little top 3 biggest losers and winners of LeBron.
Okay, yeah.
So I'll do winners first because I think it's a little less boring. So my number 3 winner in all of this is Mike Gansey. Mike Gansey just took this job as the Philadelphia Sixers basketball operations less than 60 days ago. And the Philly, which is so crazy, they were like screwed. They were in a bad spot. People thought the process was over. And you somehow turned Paul George, one of the worst contracts in the league, into Jaylen Brown. Crazy. You add Dean Wade, who's a nice rotation player, and then you get LeBron James, the guy. Like crazy. And you also had KCP, Anthony Simons. Great. Literally, you could argue one of the best starts ever for an executive.
I will say also for the process being over, it's a different era of the process, obviously. I thought one of the more surprising things of this NBA season in the playoffs was the way that the Sixers, who were dead in the water, they could have just rolled over and died. Had the way they came back and beat the Celtics.
None of this happens. That's what happened.
I
know
that's crazy, and that's very re-exhilarating to that franchise.
Well, it's crazy to think about. If they just lose in 5 games, I don't think Boston would have won. So Boston would have lost to the Knicks anyways. But I don't know if Jaylen Brown gets traded. And obviously, it ended bad. They got their asses kicked by the Knicks in the second round of Philly. But that led to everything. So I mean, but for Mike Gansey, man, I mean, what a start for an executive. And then I think number 2. I mean, I'm just gonna go. I think for LeBron James. I mean, for basketball wise, this was the best fit, and this is his best chance at a 5th championship, and he knows that. And like we've talked before, my number 1 is the NBA fans and Adam Silver. This is going to be box office. I think LeBron being back in the East is awesome because I was just thinking about this, like, LeBron's going to ride with Boston again. He's going to ride with New York. LeBron toes back all these teams that he, his rivals. And when he joined the Lakers, I could legitimately only say the only rivalry that, was a thing was Denver, kind of. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. There was a rivalry. It just didn't, there was no rivalry.
They tried to build up the Lakers Clippers when Kawhi arrived.
Never happened.
And never really amounted to much.
Mm-hmm. And then, but excited to see that. I think the losers of this are a little more fun. So.
Should I do my 3 winners first?
Yeah, 3 winners. Yeah.
So, my 3 winners, 1, I'm going to pick the New York Knicks. I think they're a winner because 1, Boston got weaker. 2, this Philly team's just going to implode. Yeah, it's a cool storyline, LeBron to Philly, and whatever. But yeah, so I think the Knicks.
That could be the rivalry in the NBA.
My second winner will be LeBron James. Again, he's so great at getting the spotlight on him. And if he went back to Cleveland, it would have been a heartwarming story. If he went back to Miami, it would have been another heartwarming story. Don't get me wrong. But him going to Philly is a new chapter. He's
putting pressure on himself.
Yeah, he is putting more pressure on himself. It's something we've never seen before. Yeah, it would have been box office for him to go to Miami or for him to go to Cleveland. But it more would have been like a Kobe farewell tour. Obviously, Kobe, late in his career, was not the same player that LeBron is late in his career. But it would have been cameras following him for just the heartwarming aspect rather than following him because they want to get in the mind of a competitive superstar who's going and seemingly competing for a title. My first winner, and I think you're going to like this, So it's going to be Bob Myers. He's been working with Philly. And I think this is incredible for his legacy as an NBA executive because he recruited KD to that Warriors team. He recruited LeBron to this Philly team. So
Yeah,
that's why
I like that. I think the losers are much more interesting in this because I think there's some clear-cut losers. Number 3, I'm going to go the Miami Heat for this year. For this season, I think their championship odds are kind of screwed now. I don't really see how they form a championship team now this year. I thought LeBron was their only chance to be able to have a realistic shot at winning the title this year. Number 2, Cleveland Cavaliers by far. I kind of think they're in this really weird spot where they didn't do enough to get LeBron to go there. And it's clear that obviously LeBron didn't want to play with Harden, and Cleveland didn't do enough to get him there. And it's like, they kind of just fumbled because if they were in the right basketball situation, he probably goes there. Like if they have a better roster, a more suitable roster, but
like back in 2014.
Yeah, exactly. And they don't have that. And they could have traded for Jaylen Brown. They could have traded Evan Mobley for Jaylen Brown, but that team just stuck. Donovan Mitchell to sign that massive contract, and I think they'll be a playoff team every year, but the East getting better, I don't see any shot of them winning all. My number 1 loser, by far, it's not a team, it's a player. And I think this isn't getting talked enough, but this guy's career is looking like a kind of a sad way it's going to end. Steph Curry. The Warriors have been star chasing for a while. They tried to get Giannis. They tried to get Kevin Durant again. And they really, really tried to get LeBron. But they're in a tough spot with his legend. And they refused to give up future draft picks and capital. It didn't work with Moody. It didn't work with Kuminga. And in my opinion, if they did the Anthony Davis trade, if they traded for Anthony Davis, I think LeBron goes there. And I just think they owe it to Steph, really. Like, I think you owe it to your great legend player that's spent his entire career there. And now they're in a spot where it's just like, Steph's great. He's really good. And I think his career is just going to kind of end in a sad way. He's going to be on a playing team the rest of his career. I don't think the Golden State's doing anything.
It's almost, again, almost like a Kobe type ending where you stay on your team. So I'm surprised you didn't say the Celtics.
I actually totally
but
they're definitely in there.
I'm going to start off with the Celtics.
Yes.
Obviously, trading away Jaylen Brown, we spoke about before, disgruntled, almost had to get rid of him at that point because of the tension building up. And then because of that move, it leads to LeBron going there. My second loser, and hear me out on this one, I'm going to say the Brooklyn Nets because LeBron's going to be living in New York. He wanted to go to New York. He wanted to go to the New York Knicks.
Never the Nets.
If the Nets had a kind of competitive enough team,
not even that. I just don't think he'd ever do that.
If the Nets had a competitive enough team, it would have been talked about.
The Nets
someone would have.
I want to talk about that.
He should have moved. They need to move. Coming to Philly, that he didn't think about his family or money. So basically, he's a spineless coward and doesn't like his family. So
Zuri James, she's really what I was going to be affected by this. Bronny's on the Lakers still.
Yeah,
good for Bronny. The Lakers want to keep him. He's staying on the Lakers.
Yeah, I mean
he's a good 55th overall.
As much shit people give him, he's a
yes. For the 55th overall pick, for anyone that gives Bronny James shit, I'm talking to anyone watching. Tell me a single other 55th overall pick ever in the NBA.
I can tell you 60th overall pick.
Isaiah Thomas.
Yeah,
exactly. But that's just my point with. But okay, I actually want to talk about the Nets because I think you're getting annoyed when I say this, and this is my hot take. Let's get into a hot take right now. We're just doing something new where you should give a hot take. My hot take is the Nets should move, and not only from Brooklyn, they shouldn't be close to New Jersey, New York. They should just be the Sonics. They should just
no.
Yes,
they should move back to New Jersey.
Are a joke. They will, especially with the Knicks being the Nets had 2 super teams and no one gave a shit. The Nets, in my opinion, are the worst fan base of all sports. They tried. The Paul Pierce one. They tried.
That would be like.
It didn't work.
I don't even know what that would be comparable to.
It wasn't a super team. They tried to get a super team. They had Darren Williams, Paul Pierce, Kevin Garnett, Joe Johnson.
That would be like if when AD was on the Mavs last year, that would be like if the Nets traded for Anthony Davis and Klay Thompson. Like,
okay, that's actually kind of fair. They weren't a super team, but they tried. They tried.
They did try.
But my point is, I think, you look at the other B teams in New York, the Jets and Mets have great, loyal fan bases. The Nets are a joke.
Yes.
They don't. You're the only Nets fan I should know. Like,
But-
seriously, right now.
I know.
And our guy AJ Davis.
But but the Nets should have never left New Jersey. I understand
I agree
from
with
a
that.
marketing perspective and whatever. New York is better in that sense. That's why the New York Jets and New York Giants play New Jersey, but call themselves New York. It's a whole marketing thing. But
New Jersey Nets were different.
they were different.
And the Knicks, like, I don't know, dude. They shouldn't be there.
And
they should-
no,
They should be the Sox.
not the Sonics. They should move back to New Jersey and be the New Jersey Nets.
There's only one basketball team in New York. Like they should get, like, they should do what the Ravens did. The Ravens took the Browns to Baltimore in the 90s. Like that, there were no Browns for a bit.
I know.
But-
no, the Nets should just move back to New Jersey and be the New Jersey Nets.
Dude, no one's going to care regardless.
I would care.
All right, especially now, there will not be a single little kid that grows up to be a Nets fan.
Yeah, it's actually funny.
I'm surprised you're a Nets fan still.
But like, okay,
That's like your trash. Like, you know,
yeah,
like it's your shitty food that you like.
but I am very, very, what's the word? Like, not judgmental, but like hard. I'm very, very, I feel betrayed about how Josiah and
Handled.
Sean Marks handled Katie and Kyrie.
How is Sean Marks
Still employed.
He
By
still has that
He
job.
should be fucking at 7-Eleven, like, bagging my fucking candy bar. Like,
How
he's
does
a joke.
Sean Marks have a job? He's terrible.
He's a joke.
They have Julius Randle. That's torture. Setting Julius Randle the Nets?
He like to.
No, he doesn't. Now he's on the B team. See, that's the team that he started. I don't think Julius Randle's a good basketball player, but I'll give him this. The Knicks were horrible. And then Randle and Tibbs made them a playoff competitive team.
Mhm.
They weren't a championship, but they were fun.
Yeah.
And now you send him to the Nets for a that Nets team is terrible.
I think Julius Randle would rather be in New York than Minnesota. I think he enjoyed his time.
Well, probably average like 25.
Him and Mike Porter Jr. I mean, maybe LeBron should have gone there. Jr., Julius Randle. Obviously we don't have Nick Claxton anymore, but we got Noah Clowney.
Yeah.
That guy's a stud.
I don't think the
That-
Nets were more than 25.
We got that Wolf guy who's like 6'8", but kind of like
Have you
looks
have
like
you
Jokic.
your division is Philly?
Yeah,
Boston,
but the division doesn't actually matter.
but you're playing those teams 4 times.
Yeah, that's true.
So your division's Philly, Boston, New York, and you guys might not win a game. Division. You might go 0-16. You're not gonna.
That's my sweet.
All right, but yeah, my hot take is the Brooklyn Nets. They should have been New Jersey Nets. There should be one basketball team in New York. Send them. They should be the Sonics.
No.
They're the biggest joke of a franchise in sports right now.
Maybe
Worst fan base.
I'd rather send them to Las Vegas than the Sonics.
For sure. My point is,
Like,
just make,
yeah.
like, they don't need to add a team. Just make them the Sonics or Vegas. It's not going to happen. I'm just
See,
saying.
like, I guess they would be the team to do that with.
There's going to add 2 teams.
Because no, they will. But even you could say what's like another joke of
Uh,
a team? Because
I think you can make the same argument to make Clippers move to Vegas, the Las Vegas Clippers. I think that's easy.
yeah, but they just built their arena.
No, they're not. They're in Bombers. So they're not as bad as Nets.
Because teams like Sacramento and Utah, like they actually have history and like they have.
They have fans that
Fans
care.
that
Oh,
care.
yeah, that.
Yeah, you ever seen that Kings podcast? Like on your TikTok?
Yes, those guys are funny. Is there a Nets podcast?
I've listened to one before.
You got a hot take for me?
Yeah, Kentucky football
Oh, wow.
is going to be the next Indiana. Will Stein is coming in. He's changing the program. And I mean, that's another thing. We're going to be more in on some college football this year. We might,
We'll have some people on.
we might have some people on
Yeah.
talking about college football. But yeah, I believe in his vision. I believe in his way he's pumping guys up. He's bringing in a new energy to Kentucky football. And he's talked about it himself. He sees the vision with the transfer portal. It's Kirk Signetti-esque. And it's not like he's coming from nowhere. He's coming from Oregon, who had a deep college football playoff run this past year. So
It being in the SEC is tough for me to believe that.
when you say Indiana being the Big Ten would also be tough for you to believe that. It's Indiana. They beat Ohio State, Michigan. I know Ohio State wasn't great last year, but
When did they work? I mean, man, they lost that.
they went into the Big Ten and they ran the gauntlet and came out and were national champs.
No, I mean, it's a hot take for sure. It's just, I think it's hard in the SEC. I still believe the SEC is the most confident football. That might be another hot take. I think week in and week out, it's harder than some of those teams Indiana play. Obviously, they beat the good Big Ten teams, but in the SEC, there's no free win ever, unless you play Kentucky. But the old,
Vandy,
but
Mizzou.
we'll
It
see-
depends on the year.
we'll see. I mean,
Depends on the year.
I'm definitely more. I mean, those who don't know, we both went to Kentucky, so I'm definitely more optimistic about the way the school's going to be. I'm excited to see. But you mean like Indiana this year?
No,
Is that what you're saying?
like no. Like Indiana, they took a year. I mean, I know they went to the college football playoff their first year.
So
But-
you think Kentucky makes college football playoffs? Sure. Don't
I'm not-
yeah, come on, yeah, don't even. All right,
You know what? Yeah, they do.
I think
They're
there's a
good.
higher shot they don't win an SEC game. They make the college football playoffs.
Bro, they're winning an SEC.
They're not making the college football playoffs.
We do play LSU and Bama at home.
There's a higher chance.
But they're coming to our crib.
Okay, you know what? That's
And when they get off to a hot
Kroger
start,
Field?
you're gonna be looking around the parking lot at Kroger Field, seeing where college game day is gonna set up or
Yeah.
big noon kickoff. Like you gotta like they're gonna just have to start planning.
we're gonna have to go. They're gonna have to start
Yeah.
with us.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. But I'm telling you, there's a higher shot of us not winning an SEC game than making the college football playoffs. That's crazy. You just said we're making the college football
Yeah,
playoffs.
probably will.
Okay. I think you
gotta fill the 12 spots.
yeah, we're gonna be one of them.
Bro, fucking like Tulane made it.
But they
I know.
yeah, that's different. We're not doing that anymore, right?
I don't think so. I think
Yeah.
they're gonna be actually like the top 12 teams. Something like that.
So, dude, if we made the college football playoffs, we're not.
We need to get our college football knowledge up.
We are. We're all right.
We'd be experts by
We are going to be experts. Let's move on. So let's take a little break from sports. Let's just talk about whatever we want. Something personal. What's your life been like, Henry, recently? What are you up to?
I've been busy. I mean, just been working. I finished my last job on Friday.
Mhm.
Left it.
There you go.
I got I've been working at a restaurant. Gonna continue to do that for a little bit as we dive much deeper into this podcast.
Till we get famous.
Yeah, until we get famous and then we make money off of this. I don't know. Back in May, I ran a half marathon.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
You ran a half marathon?
Yeah, I kind
How
of.
was that?
It was good. I one day in January, my sister told me that I should sign up for it. I signed up for it. I started training. Pretty brutal, but then I don't know. I guess I was nervous going into it, but then when I pulled up, it was a New York City Brooklyn half. Pulled up, there was like right away there was like 50 people with like the bibs who were like triple the size of me,
Mhm.
like so fat. So I was like, it's like I got this, right? You know?
A big. okay,
So-
okay, that's not nice. Yeah, I mean, I had my weekend. I mean, you can talk about this too because I didn't experience it. So I've been seeing this girl Friday. Met family and friends. You know,
Yeah.
the atmosphere's up there.
Yeah.
Put up a 2018 LeBron performance.
Yeah.
They love me.
Yeah.
You know, it's just being me. It was fun. When pretty much all I do is work and drink. When I'm off, I'm drinking.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I saw some of your friends at the bar yesterday. The older guys,
really?
Lucas, Colby. It was their Mr. Okers.
Oh, really?
we
Damn.
were
I
talking. You gotta.
gotta start coming out more. I mean, my problem is like,
I like being busy. I mean, I feel like in
Yeah.
college I had too much free time. And honestly, I feel like I do better mentally when I'm busy. Like
yeah,
I work. I'll do some exercising. I try to exercise, do something every day.
I'm trying to get you and Max a job at the restaurant.
Yeah, maybe. I gotta figure out my life a
Yeah.
little bit. I mean, I'll figure it out. But I mean, yeah, it's fun. I feel like I work. I've been because I've lots, but it kind of changed in my life recently. The last year, my life's changed so much
Oh,
in
yeah.
a year. But I like it. It's for the good. I'm excited. I'm in a good spot. Sometimes it's a little overwhelming when you're busy. but
Yeah,
I like being busy. Honestly, like I like working.
better to like sign up for a bunch of stuff and then figure out how to like sift through it all rather than have nothing to do
Yeah.
and like
And
be
I mean,
bored.
it's fun. On the week, like, I'm not always off every weekend, but
Mm.
I go out, I have my fun, and it's fun. I mean, Morristown's fun. I was there.
I've actually never been out anymore.
Dude, I don't really remember most of it. but
Yeah, my first time ever at Mason Street was like it was a night of my half marathon.
Mason
It was
Street's
back in
fun.
May.
I like it brought the
Yeah.
Charlies.
That
Never
was
really
the
had
only
right
time I've ever been. I've been to Charlie's like twice.
I was there yesterday. Yeah, I was there yesterday.
I just like haven't gone out that much here.
Yeah, that's fair.
I gotta
But,
start.
hey, you gotta start going out,
Yeah, I
man.
gotta start
we
doing
go,
more.
we go out. You just think anything else we're gonna talk about? So I think it's time we ask her the question we have to answer.
Okay.
So we're doing something, guys. This is fun with us. Every episode, we ask each other a question you have to answer, and it can be foul. So
Well, you gotta mulligan.
what do you mean?
Like if you ask me a question, I say I'm not answering that.
You get once.
I'm scared.
No, this one's not bad.
All right, hit it.
All right, you have to be honest.
Okay.
What's the longest you've gone without doing your laundry? And
Yeah. I mean, this would have been at college.
did you
for sure.
rewear your underwear?
This would have been at college for sure. I want to say like my junior year, I lived in an off-campus house. No, actually, maybe senior year when we lived together.
Definitely that.
Because senior year we had no. Wait, see, because senior year we had. Oh wait, fuck.
Yes.
I'll talk about
Yeah,
that.
yeah. What's the longest you went? We had to pay for a laundry. It
Yeah,
sucked.
we had to pay for
And it was
laundry.
40 guys with like two
With
washer dryers.
two units.
They never worked.
They never worked, and
But you still got to do your laundry.
they never worked. Nothing in that house fucking.
Nothing.
Oh my god.
How many
We
was
could
the house manager?
We go on a whole series.
Yeah.
I maybe went 3 or 4 weeks, probably like at the longest point. But I always had clean clothes.
You did.
Listen,
You did
listen,
3 or 4 weeks.
listen. Always had clean clothes besides underwear. One time, and Johnny came in clutch and gave me a pair of underwear.
You never rewear your underwear.
No, I mean, I think maybe like I've done the trick where you turn it inside out
What the hell is that?
because the outside when you're.
That's a thing.
I
I
saw it
guess.
online one time. You turn it inside out. It's like a fresh pair.
Underwear is underwear is a clothing that you should not ever rewear.
I maybe did this like one time. Like,
Did you do this? Did you do this? Oh, this is great. I love this segment.
this is scary.
That's crazy. And now you got one for me.
Right.
You got a good one?
Yeah.
Oh, no. Yeah.
All right. Like, have you ever shit your pants at like a age where you shouldn't be shitting your pants?
What's an age you shouldn't be shitting your pants?
Let's say like 4th grade plus.
Oh, yes.
Okay, let's hear it.
Which
You have a whole
time?
story. You have a
Which
whole
time?
Bro, how many times have you done Hey.
This. I'll give the story. It was actually at a Mets game.
Wait, how many times did you do this? Like actually? Like you actually did it multiple times? Bro, are you counting?
Just twice. Just
All
twice.
right, let's hear it.
Which one do you want? Well, I'll give the Mets. This
Give
one.
like a more entertaining one. There's the other one we can save for later.
All right, so the Mets one, I was actually at the game. Pete Alonso broke Aaron Judge's home run record, rookie home run record. And this one, I was like really, really fat. So like, I was eating a lot of food, obviously. And we left the game. And this is so my dad's fault. I'm like, Dad, I really got to go to the bathroom. And he's like, no, we're not pulling over. And it gets to a point like it was coming. And
Can't even look at your
okay. So it gets to a point. I'm like, he will not pull over. And I'm screaming at the top of my lungs.
How old were you?
15, 16. I was 20, so I was sophomore in high school. And my dad will not pull over or like go to rest stop. I'm screaming. Like, it's coming. I'm holding it as tight as I can.
Oh my gosh.
This girl
I'm
I'm
like-
talking. This girl I'm talking is never going to talk to me again after this.
What, you shit your pants? In the-
No. The story. I'm not done. So I started just laughing. So he finally pulls over, right? And I run to a bathroom, hauling ass. So, I take my pants off. I go to the bathroom. I think it's done. I'm like, my summer feels better. I look up. I look at my shorts.
And what, you had all of your shorts?
There's some of the shorts, some of the wall.
Bro, that's like...
Because I think I took my pants off before I asked.
What? Dude, no, what?
I think I took my pants off before my ass was off the toilet.
Yeah, that's what you're supposed to do.
No, but
Take your pants
no,
off.
but I think I was wrong. Okay, I'll give it.
Wait.
I'll give it.
If this is like the bowl,
Yeah.
well, you had your
I
pants out
think-
and you're like,
I think I had to go
you
so
said that-
bad. I was like this.
I know.
Yeah, look, and it's on the wall, and it's all over my underwear.
I don't think we can keep this in.
What, dude? People are gonna love this. And then, wait, there's a really bad part of this story, but I don't know if I can.
No,
No.
that's enough. You've done enough.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Are you sure you don't want to
Yeah.
hear this?
Wait, yeah, I'm positive. Wait, also, like, what if part of our rebrand, instead of going by Henry and Johnny, like, that's long. Like,
Yeah,
those are each 2 syllables. What if we just did, like, John and Hank?
John and Hank. I like that.
Yeah. Locker room talk with John and Hank.
Are you sure you don't want to hear
Yes,
this?
no, we're not.
Why?
Move on.
Story. Should I finish it?
Yeah, I guess so. Probably traumatized.
So, this involves my little sister, and this is probably the worst thing I've ever done as a brother. So obviously, like, to clean up, like, my dad.
Wait,
gave me
what'd you
advice.
do? Did you
This is
keep
like a
the
bathroom.
Did you keep the underwear and shorts? Like you
The
walked out
shorts,
there.
the shorts were kind of fine, actually. Just the
Okay.
underwear was bad.
So what? You just walked out there like commando?
I had the shorts on. Wait, no. Sorry. The shorts. Sorry, I made a story mixed up. The shorts were worse than the underwear. The underwear actually wasn't that bad. The shorts is what it got everywhere on. And I ran out just of my underwear, and I panicked. I didn't know what to do with the shorts, so I threw them at Abby.
Oh, that's crazy.
This can go viral.
That's awesome though.
I have another story, but I'll save it for another.
Oh yeah, save it for another day.
Yeah. We might have to make this a clip.
Yeah. I'll clip it
We
up.
can't post this on Instagram. It's TikTok.
No, we can only post it on. We can't post it on Instagram.
Maybe TikTok.
Only TikTok and YouTube.
Maybe people think that's hilarious. All right.
TikTok and YouTube Shorts. You see? I'll tell you this after.
Sorry. Wait. Okay. Let's move on. Some breaking news last night, in case you slept through it. A blockbuster trade in Los Angeles.
I know. I woke up to the news. Kelsey Plum traded
to the Mercury.
Yeah.
Huge news for the Mercury, as now they've established themselves
and that
as
was
a league contender.
Yeah, just a crazy LA trade last night.
Nothing else.
Yeah, nothing
else they worked on. All right, of course.
Well, I can't believe we're going from talking about you shitting your pants to Tariq Skubal.
This is what this podcast is going to be. This is fun.
It is fun.
All right. Yeah. So I'm at the point where if you were shocked by this move, that's on you. The Dodgers have done this now 10 times, where it's like there's a big fish out there, and they got the fish, and I'm no longer shocked for this. I would have been stunned if it wasn't the Dodgers. Of course they're ridiculously loaded, and we're not gonna have baseball next year.
Yeah, maybe. I think we're gonna have a short season next year. I don't know how they're gonna resolve this issue.
Yeah.
But I also don't think that you can sit here and say, "Oh, it's unfair. The Dodgers do this. The Dodgers do that."
This was a trade too.
It was a trade.
Anybody could have done.
They gave up their prospect. I get it. Teams like Tampa and Milwaukee,
why did they go for it?
Who were in on this? They didn't go for it because they need their farm system. They can't.
Yeah, but they could win a World Series. Legitimately, if the Brewers had Miz and
Tariq
Skubal, the Dodgers rotation.
I see why Tampa doesn't do it.
Yamamoto,
but
Skubal. I just try to go over this rotation. Yeah. Yamamoto, Skubal, Blake Snell, Shohei Ohtani, Tyler Glass. Now, like, it's ridiculous.
If healthy, a lot of those guys have been.
Okay, so you don't even need 5 guys in the playoffs. You need 3.
Yeah, of course.
So if healthy, Skubal and Yamamoto are healthy.
Mm-hmm.
They're always healthy. And then Blake Snell, like, that's 3. Like, and they got that I'm forgetting his name, another lefty kid. He's having a really good year. I'm really forgetting his name right now. Okay, hold on.
I'm forgetting his name too. But also, I mean, you can't just trust that Snell's going to be healthy. The one thing I remember,
Justin Robleski. He's good. He's having a really good year.
I remember back in, it was like October, your dad was driving us to the bar, and you guys kind of flamed me a little bit because I was like, I wasn't so turned on to the idea of trading for Skubal, and my reasoning was the way that the Tigers have relied on him the last 2 years, the amount of pitches he's thrown, something like that is bound to catch up with you. And we've seen it a little bit this year.
You're right. He's not having the typical Cy Young year.
That he had the elbow injury earlier. I think if I'm not saying this to say the Dodgers should have made the move. Of course, you're going to make that move 100 out of 100 times.
Yeah.
And I think the Yankees should have figured something out to make that move. I'm just saying, like, the injuries are going to catch up with him. And yeah.
Yeah, you've always kind of been, like, I wouldn't say anti-Dodgers, but like, even since the beginning of this podcast, you're always kind of like, something's going to go wrong. They're not going to win.
I'm not scared of them in the sense of...
Baseball's different than a sport like, I think, basketball and football in some sense, where you still got to play the games, and especially baseball, they almost lost last year. I'm not saying it's impossible for anyone to beat this team. I just really don't expect
for these
to the
great teams to finish off the season and actually finish off the season with a championship. You need unsung heroes. You need guys to step up.
Yeah.
A couple years ago, it was Tommy Edmonds for the Dodgers. Last year, it was Miguel Rojas and Pages. Yeah.
No, they should not have won the World Series last year.
It's like, in the sense, basketball is different. You usually have your guys who are your guys. But the Knicks had a similar thing where they had Landry Shamet and Jose Alvarado step up and be these unsung hero type guys. You have Mookie Betts, Freddie Freeman, Shohei Ohtani, Kyle Tucker, and I'm more talking about like last year, what led them up to this World Series, and great pitching and all that. But you can't always count on them to to be the ones to show up. We see it with Aaron Judge every year. He's not always at his best in the playoffs, but you're not relying on him to be.
No, especially baseball. You need your own.
You need everyone else.
Mm-hmm.
So
you do. So, I mean, I think it's crazy. The Dodgers won the World Series in 2024,
mm-hmm.
and since then they've had Blake Snell. I think it's the one they added that offseason, right? I'm not mistaken. 2024.
Maybe Tanner Scott.
Yes,
that's been a horrible.
Yes, but that's the Dodgers, like, they can miss. Like, that was a miss. And they won the World Series again. They had Kyle Tucker, Edwin Diaz, and then now Tariq Skubal, and it's just a loaded team. But like, there's like Diaz hasn't been pitching that much this year. They're so good where they don't need to, like, they can have misses. But we'll see. I mean, I want to focus on Lockout. What are we gonna do without baseball next year? Like, what's your plan in the summer? Like, what are we going to talk about? What are we going to watch? Do we have to get in, like, cricket? Something else?
WNBA.
WNBA?
You know, the crazy thing is, like...
Women's World Cups next year.
Like, that's true.
No baseball, no Yankees.
I was watching a clip from part of my take, and they said they're going to be W part of my take. It's going to be all women.
What's there going to be in the summer?
WNBA is horrible to watch, besides when you're watching Caitlin Clark. She actually, like...
Yeah.
Is a great basketball player.
She is great. She's fun to watch. I agree.
But
I don't know, man. I mean, I think we're headed to the lockout, and I don't think it's.
I feel like if we get to that point next year, and we have to watch WNBA. I feel like you'd be like a big Angel Reese guy.
What team's she on again?
I don't know.
She's not this guy anymore. I don't know.
Or the Stud Buds.
Hmm.
You know what that is? It's like the two women with like shaved heads.
Oh, yeah, I do know that.
And they were like outside the nightclub after the WNBA All-Star game last year.
They didn't get in.
Yeah, they weren't letting her in. She's like, man, like, we don't have time for all this. Like, man, like, we in the W and shit. Like, man, we with Angel. Like,
they didn't get in.
Yeah, they didn't get in.
That sucks. But I'm trying to pivot. So, like, I guess trade deadline's going on. The Dodgers got the big fish shorts again. We're Yankee guys. 2/3 of the season through, injury bugs hit us. We're a few games behind the Rays. How do you feel with this Yankee team? What are your expectations for the trade deadline, and how do you overall feel about this team heading into the later half of the year?
We're what? 14 games above 500
Yeah,
now.
we're
Obviously,
comfortably the number one wild card team.
As much shit as we give this Yankee team, the Yankees are a good team, and when they get Aaron Judge back, they would be a great team.
I think he's coming back, but that's good. We're surviving. We're missing 3 of our big dogs.
Yeah, and again, we pencil Aaron Judge in every year to hit 50-plus home runs and hit 300, which, even though he's done it in the past, it's unrealistic to pencil that in year after year after year. You need guys who can step up and give help.
This team's been able to survive without him, though. I mean, we're going to comfortably make the playoffs. I'd like to win a division. I'm going to guess we don't win the division. That's just really guesses. There's a lot of time left.
I think we will. I think Tampa's going to somehow float.
Hopefully we could get. Well, Bellinger will be out for about a month again. So, and then Stanton, who knows when he comes back.
That's the one thing our pitching has been good and all that.
The lineup's looking rough right now.
It's the approach at the plate. Everything, they're trying to put everything into the fucking seats. Like, you can't do that. That's why, I mean, we'll probably get into Luis Suarez in a second, but like, that's why you need guys who can come up and set the table.
So that's something that the Yankees should target.
I think.
Where would he play?
Second base, and you dump Jazz.
I don't think they'll do that, but that's not crazy. Or Jazz, I would be shocked if Jazz is back in the Yankees next year. For those of you who don't know, he's a free agent. I don't see us re-signing him. I agree with that.
He won't be back. Or I know there's a lot of like hate towards this.
They actually dump Jazz.
Dump Jazz?
I don't think
or move him to third. I know a lot of people. I know Jazz himself probably wouldn't want to be.
We need a third baseman. Which I don't think we're gonna.
I mean, everything I've seen is they say, even if the Yankees get a rise, Jazz isn't playing third. Why? He's a fine third baseman.
He's in his contract year. He's gonna throw a fit.
He won't be throwing a fit when he's fucking
on the Angels. He's gonna be.
He is gonna be on the Angels, or he's gonna be,
He's gonna get a ridiculous contract on the Angels.
or he's gonna be in the Luis Ariz trade.
I don't hate the idea of the Yankees trading him if we have a legitimate replacement and we use possible prospects to get better in other spots. I think it's very obvious they're going to get a catcher. I'm kind of leaning it's Adley Rutschman.
I've been too.
I've never seen that, which I would love that. I mean, former number one overall pick, right?
Mm-hmm.
Guy that you thought was legitimately going to be a superstar.
Still very rival.
Still very quality player, but it can't seem like the Orioles have done with him.
Yeah, and they have
the other guy.
Yeah, I don't know.
The righty, right? Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Bayo, I think it's name.
Yeah.
And that's another thing. Well, Rutschman's a switch hitter.
Mm-hmm. Switch hitter would be the catcher of the future. Wells is not that. Wells, I think all Yankee fans are done with him.
He fucking sucks.
I mean, we traded Duvall, so they're definitely gonna have some sort of bullpen. The odds it's Mason Miller, I think it's low. The other Padres bullpen guy, I could see us getting.
Mm-hmm.
And just add some arms. The bullpen, I think, when you thought it was a weakness of the team, the bullpen's been pretty good, honestly.
Yeah, Hendricks been good.
Yeah, you could also move some of the starters to the pen because Weathers and Warren could definitely be pitching at the pen at some point, especially in the playoffs.
I mean, say the Yankees do make a big splash and get a Mason Miller.
Oh, I'd be ecstatic.
Warren could be in that deal.
Yes, he probably would be. I would be. I mean, that when you talk about getting a superstar closer, which we've been searching since Mariano.
Yeah,
and we've had guys. We've had guys,
was a superstar closer.
But that's.
I mean, no one's gonna replicate what Mariano Rivera did.
This guy's the closest thing you're gonna get to that. He is unbelievable.
Yeah, he is
unbelievable. And it'd be a dream for the Yankees to get him. I think it's unrealistic, although I think there's a realistic chance that Mason Miller ends up a Yankee at some point.
So who's the Yankees shortstop? George Lombard?
Next year.
You don't think this year?
No.
I think they're gonna end up bringing him up. I think.
You remember how 2 years ago it was like Dominguez is going to be a playoff left fielder? I think it'll be like that where you bring him up.
But Dominguez got hurt. No.
Yeah, well, it's different because if Lombard's ready in the field, he'll be playing because he's a superstar fielder already. I don't think his bat's ready. That's what I've been reading. But
and you don't want to bring him up too early. And
yeah, I mean it's tough. If his bat's not ready, and that's what the fans are going to pay attention to. If he's hitting 150, yeah, I mean Volpe, I'm done with him. I mean third base. Man, sucks. That was I put a little template of grading our trades, and the Duvall trade was a huge miss. Yeah, when we first got him, I was very excited about the move.
I watched a video. What, the Yankees traded him yesterday?
Let me just double check. No trades about rumors.
It was a video of John Boy after they got Duvall in the trade. They were standing on the chairs, fucking jumping around, going crazy.
You would have thought we got. They
that is what would have happened, or like that would be acceptable if we got Mason Miller this year. But Camilo Duvall fucking sucked on the Yankees.
Yeah, I'm just reading any updates. Doesn't look like anything yet. What do you think of the odds that we possibly get Luke Weaver back? I think there's a chance of that.
I think that'd be good.
I actually think there's a pretty good chance of that. I think, send him back. Mm-hmm. The Mets are obviously selling me. Just what a shit show they've been. We're definitely got bullpen. We're definitely got catcher. Do you think we touched the left side of the infield? I'm leaning no. And I think we
have to.
I think we're gonna trade for a right-handed outfielder like Lane Thomas.
Yeah, I mean I've seen for third base Joe Waddell or third base or shortstop.
Yeah, we
were linked to Joe Waddell a couple of years ago. Like,
you think? I don't know. We leave Caballero. Like, I don't know.
Caballero would thrive the best as a true utility guy.
Mm-hmm. You think? I have a question for you. You think there's any chance they flip Wells if we get Rutschman?
They kind of have to
keep him on the bench. Is he a starting catcher in another team, Wells? Probably. Someone will see him still.
Yeah. The thing about Wells, too, and it was just the Yankees catching situation last year as a whole. They handcuffed themselves. They had only lefty catchers. You handcuff yourself to the point where you have to bring up an Alex Sanchez, and he is not an MLB catcher. Like,
He sucks. He's not good.
point blank.
It's crazy. Like we look at ourselves as catcher university, but we don't have we didn't keep the right
We
one.
ship off our
Tavares, obviously, Rodenvert's he's like a capable catcher. And then I'm missing one.
even like Higashioka.
Yeah. I feel like I'm missing another one.
That Jaron Murphy.
Yeah. I feel like I missed one. But I mean, we'll see the Yankees. I mean, overall, with this team, if they're healthy, which I'm gonna assume they are, there's no reason this team should not be in the World Series.
Yeah. I mean, who?
And if they don't make the World Series, guys will lose their jobs. Embiid specifically.
Dude,
And I think there's a realistic chance that Alex Cora is the manager next year. I know I'm looking at really like hypothetical baseball right there, but
Aaron Boone, I've given him the benefit of the doubt year in and year out.
there is no
There's
excuse.
no
Like
chance.
2024, I thought there was no reason that team should make the World Series. There's no reason this team should make the World Series. But for the Yankees, it's not just making the World Series; it's winning the World Series.
Mm.
Do you think the Yankees are in a bad spot? I have a legitimate question for you. Because we're aging. Obviously, we have some nice core young pieces, but because of that, it feels like we're not going all in for the Tariq Skubals. We're holding prospects. It has not worked for us historically. It didn't work with Volpe. It didn't work with Wells. And this era is aging. There's a realistic chance there's no baseball next year. I'm not gonna say it's likely, but there is that possibility that we might miss an entire 2027 season.
Mm.
And I don't think this is a World Series team. I think we can make the World Series. It doesn't make us a World Series team.
They're in a horrible spot. We got the Stan contract. We got Judge.
I think this is last year in the team.
But he's still under contract for.
He has one more year. I think you just eat it. I think there's a realistic chance of that. What do you think?
Oh, I think they're gonna
Just keep him.
Yeah, because
That'll be it then. Probably
because what you're gonna do instead of eating it,
you open up. He's a bench player.
he's still gonna be your DH.
I hate it. I think Paul Goldschmidt, like that guy's good. I'd rather him, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're handcuffed with it. We can't have Aaron Judge there.
Yeah,
The guy goalies to come off the bench because of this.
Okay, there's a whole tangent to go down here. So what you're gonna end up doing is you're gonna keep Giancarlo Stanton because you're gonna be like, what if we get another postseason run and there's some magic in that bat?
True.
That's what you're gonna do. But then also looking back on the Stanton tenure, it really ruins some of Aaron Judge because you put him in harm's way by making him play the field every day. He should have been transitioning to
At least halftime DH.
Yeah, field less and DHing more.
Yeah, we got hurt this year.
So
I'm not gonna. That stuff adds up, man. When you're playing right field every day, this guy should be DHing more. He's mid-30s, and it also gets in the way of. I feel like the Yankees should trade Jason Dominguez for Spencer Jones because we have Cody, we have Judge. I think you make a decision which one you think is the guy and use one of those to get better elsewhere.
Also, Spencer Jones,
he's playing good recently.
He has been playing good recently, but he's, 25 years old?
Mm-hmm.
25-year-old rookie. I get it, like, Judge came up late. But Judge, when he came up, was...
I would lean Dominguez.
You would trade Dominguez?
No, I would lean
keeping him. I would too. Also, I think
Jones might have more value, to be honest with you.
That's what I was going to say.
I think a lot of people are down on Dominguez.
You've seen what Dominguez has been the last few years, and you see him... I see him as having a lower ceiling at this point.
I agree with
because
that.
we know what he is.
Because we don't know what Spencer Jones is. You see this big guy, especially from like well recently.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you think I don't see us targeting starting pitching now.
No,
it would be used to get a Mason Miller.
Our starting pitching really doesn't need the help.
Yeah, I mean, okay, would you take on not Bogarts, but would you take on Machado's contract?
I would take on Machado. I would not take on Bogarts.
No, I agree. I mean, that's two birds, one stone. That's going all in, Yeah. That's taking on a bad contract, but he's going to help your team.
That would be
not even bad.
I mean, a couple of years ago, the Dodgers traded for Scherzer and Trey Turner.
Mm-hmm.
I think he'll do two.
It could happen. It could definitely happen, but
I mean, how is
the Dodgers just go all in? Like, you forget about some of those moves they make. They had Manny Machado at one point.
Yeah.
It's crazy the amount of guys they just had over the years.
And they
you legitimately forget.
They trade for a guy like Manny Machado knowing
He's gonna walk. Scherzer,
yeah.
walk. I mean, they've had a lot of guys on these teams. It's crazy.
I was gonna say something, but now I totally forget. Oh, Machado, like, how's he been playing this year? I
mean, he's still very quality. I'm not gonna be the exact. No, he's still a very quality player. It's just like it's just those contracts. They just no baseball contract age is great.
Oh no,
It's tough.
I've even seen some mocks of like Fernando Tatis for the Yankees. Like I'd much rather have Manny Machado. I feel like Tatis is too.
Machado's. I mean, this year he's hitting. I mean, he's not having a great year. He's hitting 213 and 23 home runs. But yeah, I mean, he's not having a great year. But he's still that's a guy. I mean, that's a guy in the playoffs you're always gonna fear.
Yeah,
and that's what it's about for this team. So I mean, we'll see at the deadline. I mean, maybe we hop on a live or something if Yankees they trade for Mason Miller, which I don't expect. But yeah. I think we can move on from baseball talk.
Yeah, do a little NFL.
Yeah, I mean, I think I have some fun quotes to read. I think something to start. I think it's very funny when you see a funny quote by an athlete or an owner or a coach. And I have two here to read. First, our guy Will Levis, former Kentucky quarterback.
Oh yeah.
I just want to hear your opinions. Will Levis said, "There are not 32 quarterbacks better than me in this league."
I mean,
is that like I like it. Confidence.
I like the confidence, but obviously, I mean, I kind
of thought the Jets were going to go after him last year.
The Jets should have gone after him and Wandell. That would have been a cool
reunion.
Yeah, I mean,
him and Wandell together. Yeah, they are together
with our coaches.
Yeah, it's just the old Johnny and Henry exes there.
Yeah,
we got
our former players.
Yeah, our former players, college quarterback Wandell Robinson.
Well, they should have signed
Bob Sala there.
They should have signed Chris Rodriguez too. I think he's down in Jacksonville.
There's no chance. I mean, Daniel Bellinger's there. They stole
Jermaine Johnson.
Jermaine Johnson's there. I mean, yeah, they had a lot of former players there. So
and those, I just know Rob Saleh is gonna run a good program there, and Jets are gonna completely.
I don't think so.
I don't know what Cam Ward's gonna be, but
I think Cam Ward Dable is gonna be. I think they're gonna be. I don't know. I don't think it's anything.
I could name so many quarterbacks.
Yeah, they also stole Cordell Flott from the Giants too. A lot of those guys go there. But isn't it interesting? Are there backup quarterbacks like Will Levis that could be something if they just had the job? Geno Smith, I mean, he was he obviously he's on the Jets now, but he turned his career on. He was dead in the water backup.
The difference is Will Levis is all talent.
Sam Darnold, obviously, maybe.
Yeah.
That's a lot of people are gonna try to find the next Sam Darnold.
Will Levis,
Malik Willis
is all talent, but has never been able to put it together. And I don't have the confidence in him that he could put that together. Because he makes such boneheaded, stupid plays. He's in his own head the entire time. And he could make four great throws, but then he's gonna throw a pick.
Yeah, I remember the clip's so funny. It's Brian Callahan, who's the Giants quarterback coach, losing his mind over Will Levis. This guy just is bonehead play. I mean, he did get a chance to start. It's terrible.
It's like, I don't know. If you have a high school superstar who thinks that they're hot shit better than everyone and think I'm going to go out there and run my own.
He was better than everyone his whole life.
And then that ends up catching up to you.
Yeah, it's the NFL. They're all better than everyone their whole lives, But yeah, I mean, that is you're gonna see this whole figuring out a quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
I think Mac Jones is the next one. Malik Willis. I don't think Miami's gonna be that good.
No,
I think that was 5 good quarters of Malik Willis.
I think that's a head scratching decision.
But I have another funny quote to read. It's calling out your Jets. So Plaxico Burress, Super Bowl champion of my team, the Giants, made the game-winning touchdown. He said he compared playing with the Jets to prison. Here's the quote. They're both kind of similar because when I walked into prison on my first day, I was like, damn, man, you are a fucking loser. And I had the same damn feeling every day I walked through the door with the Jets. What are your thoughts when you see that?
I think he's just a fucking loser. shoot himself in the leg and go to prison. Like, what?
Yeah, I love Flaxco, but it just felt like the Jets. I just feel like sometimes people just go out of their way to make fun of.
Yeah.
And the Jets, the year he was on the Jets, they made the AFC Championship.
AC Championship. Yes.
So it really doesn't make sense. Like, and he's played in New York. Like he's on. I don't know. Weird guy.
He just butthurt. I actually saw him a couple years ago at
Where?
one of my cousin's games.
Oh, yeah.
His son was playing against my cousin.
Yeah, then he just.
They
didn't think we talk about Plaxico Burress like for a quote like that.
They're just stupid.
It's dumb. It's an unnecessary shot for no reason. But
the Jets are gonna be good this year, so
okay.
Yeah, Geno Smith, dude, he went 11 for 11 in training camp yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
We're fucking.
Yeah, I was talking to a guy that I met Friday when I was with the girls' friends. I'm seeing friends, but he's a Jets guy. We don't think Aaron Glenn makes it to November.
Maybe not. Frank Wright's kind of like the head coach in waiting. So it puts pressure on Aaron Glenn, you know.
Maybe less, dude. What if the Jets are 0-3? 0-5?
They're not firing him until after week 10.
No shot.
Yes, no. They're not. They're going to try to salvage everything they can.
Week 10?
They're going to be a competitive football team. That team's fucking talented.
You know, your offensive side of the football actually should be your strength. Your defense is not good.
We got Garrett Wilson. We got Breece Hall. That line, Armand Mebu should be taking his next step.
You do this every. All right. How many wins are the Jets having next year?
We're gonna have.
Oh God.
We're gonna win 9 games. We're gonna win. How many wins are the fucking Giants gonna have?
I'll get into my Giants. That's the next topic. But I'm focused on that. 9?
Yeah, 9.
Henry, there's a higher shot of me running a marathon tomorrow than the Jets having 9 wins.
We should.
I will.
We should have you run a marathon.
No.
We get content out of it.
That is something I will never do.
We get content out of it.
I will never run okay. If the Jets are over 500 at any point of the season past week 3. So after week 3, I will eat a Reap or something. Like, you know, I'll eat something spicy. I don't care. Like,
no, you'll run a marathon.
I'm not running a marathon.
No, you'll run a marathon.
I will never.
Well, dude.
Now I know 3 things we'll never do. That's on here.
Dude,
that's one of them.
We'll go to the track. We can live stream it. We'll get you running a marathon.
Bro, I will never run a marathon.
That'd be good content.
I would rather knit. I name something. I actually think that's one of the things that.
What do you mean you'd rather knit? You fucking.
Yes, I'm not running a marathon ever in my life.
Twiddle your thumbs.
I respect you for doing it. I think it's awesome that you're a runner.
I'm not a runner though.
You are a runner. I would never run a marathon.
No, we're gonna get you to do it.
No, I would do any. I would actually rather. I don't even know. I'm not running a marathon.
We could do something crazy in like the name of content.
Sure, not a marathon. Let's we should try the filet of fish next episode.
Dude, I'm not trying to
filet
of fish.
Why? Let's try. Why do you think? I heard it's good. You would like it. You made more stuff.
We're gonna eat it on camera.
Yeah, let's have a bite. Like we can split it. We can split it. How about a debate?
Oh,
it's gonna be like cold too. By the
time. Mukbangs.
I love. Now I'm hungry.
I don't eat it.
I haven't eaten anything, but dude, we should try food.
All right, let's do like a Nicotado.
No, we're not eating that much food. But okay, so now we're the Jets are not getting 9 wins.
Yeah, they are.
No, they're not.
Bro, Geno Smith.
Over under win total 4.5.
I don't know. It should be 8.5, and I'm picking the
Henry. Bro, do you think Geno Smith is? He's terrible.
He's a capable quarterback.
He was terrible.
He played for the Raiders.
He's on the Jets.
Yeah, the Jets have Garrett Wilson, and
you've had Garrett Wilson the last 5 years.
We got that new tight end, Sadiq.
Yeah, you guys suck.
We're gonna be a competitive football team.
No, you're not.
And the difference between
you're not.
The difference between this Jets team and teams of the past is we're gonna finish. We're gonna finish plays. We're gonna finish games.
Why? Like what's gonna be different about last year? Geno Smith and Frank Reich?
Yeah.
You acting like you're getting Tom Brady and Josh McDaniels.
No, because if we're getting Tom Brady and Josh McDaniels, I'll be saying we're going to win like 14 games.
You said you're going to win 9.
Yeah, 9. We're going to be 9-8. We're going to have a winning season. The last time...
the
last time Geno Smith was on the Jets, we went 10-6.
It says you did. Oh, he was on the backup. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. So you're gonna get a winning season.
Hey, maybe someone can come and fucking punch him in the face.
All right.
And then Kate Klubnik.
Okay.
starts.
Higher odds. Ready? Jets make the playoffs. The Dodgers don't win a single playoff game. They get swept in the NLCS.
Oh, there's a
NLDS.
much higher chance the Jets make the playoffs.
Dude,
The Dodgers are. That's more of me saying the Dodgers. There's no chance.
Okay, that's true.
Don't want to play them.
That's true. The Jets are not going that. Henry, you don't believe this. You're just saying you don't believe this. Why do you think? All right,
I do.
I think we have to make a bet now. Like I'm just trying to think. All right, if the Jets don't win 9 games, you have to do the gallon milk challenge.
What's that?
You have to
Do
the
it. Can I
gallon
do a
milk.
chocolate milk?
Sure.
All right.
I think it was the hardest. The gallon challenge. I think I'm an hour to drink it.
Wait.
A gallon of milk.
Yeah, I could do that easy.
Okay. Okay.
I could do
Remember
that so
this.
easy.
And you pick one for me.
There was one time at work, like we would make.
What are we talking
When I
about?
worked in the kitchen, I would have to make the cookies,
You cannot do the gallon challenge.
and there's like 25 cookies on a tray.
Oh, God.
And one day I did a bet. I had to eat all 25 cookies
That's 20.
in 10 minutes for $50, and I fucking did it.
What's the most disgusting amount of food you've ever ate besides the banana bread?
Oh, that was. But I didn't eat all.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't. I
Wait,
ate a lot.
Wait, have
Dude,
you ever, wait. You know it's probably the fattest thing I've ever done.
Yeah, that's it.
Like when there would be times I'd order food, I'm embarrassed how much I'm ordering, so I'd be like, oh, and then I also
No,
need.
I mean that's normal.
That's a normal.
Now it's easy because you go in like McDonald's or something and you just do it on the screen.
Yeah, yeah.
Or like
But, like,
DoorDash.
Dude, there'd be times when we'd order. When we lived together, guys, we'd order.
Yeah.
It'd get heinous. Like we eat the.
Papa John's.
You got son.
Papa John's. That was probably.
How much do you eat?
I don't know. I think I did back-to-back nights. I did Papa John's and then Insomnia cookies.
I think. All right. You think me and you can eat 100 nuggets?
Yes, easy.
Did you try it?
Okay, the thing about me.
100
The
nuggets.
thing about me, I'm like a fucking like garbage compactor when it comes to food. Like I'm not gonna do it like really quickly. I can't do a speed food challenge. But if you fill this whole
We have an
table,
hour.
if you fill this whole table up
An
with
hour.
food, I'm slow and steady when
An hour?
wait, race. Slow is steady and steady
Something
is fast.
else. Nothing else.
You fill this whole table with food. Give me 5 hours. Let's go.
5 hours? You only have an hour.
All right.
Should we do a spicy challenge?
No, not spicy.
If we get a TikTok with 100K views or more, we do a spicy challenge.
We should go to places and eat a whole pie.
I've done that. There's a place, Peter Aldo's.
Isn't that by like your house?
It's kind of by the shore. It's in Belmar, I think.
We gotta look up some like food
Good.
challenges.
We should do a food challenge. We should try like gas station pizza. Like we should try like gross stuff. Or no.
Like remember when we tried the Chinese food in Lexington? But there was one across town called Number One China Buffet. We should have gone there. I mean, it was the best. It was called Number One.
We're getting off topic here.
You know who actually has good food?
Who?
Quick check.
They do.
Bro, I get the Giants vodka parm.
What?
Dude, it was actually good.
That's crazy.
Dude, it was actually good.
How many cups of coffee you drinking out of this a day?
3 or 4.
That's not that bad.
3 or 4 with caffeine, and then
Remember you were
and I
drinking
hit
at like 11 p.m.?
yeah, and then I hit a certain time, and I started doing decaf. I just like the taste of it. Yeah.
Okay, so
How many energy drinks do you drink every day?
well, I'm starting to get to 2 a day. That's not good for me.
No.
I might die early.
You gotta start drinking coffee.
I don't like coffee.
No, you gotta, it's an acquired taste. You gotta start drinking black coffee.
It's not good.
Dude, it's really good.
It's not good.
It's really good.
Oh, no, my stomach hurts. I ate so much food this weekend. I was
Oh, you know what I've been doing?
I don't know.
When I've been taking my creatine in the morning,
I actually never taken creatine.
like 30 minutes after, I gotta run to the bathroom, and it's just like a stream.
All right, wait. Okay. I have a weird would you rather. I don't know why I think of this. Would you rather go vegan for a year
This is gonna be dumb.
or not be able to use toilet paper for a week?
Like what? Like, that's fucking stupid. Dude, That's so easy. I don't need toilet paper for a week. I can. One.
You can't clean it. You can't.
No, one. I'd either get a bidet.
No.
Two.
Sorry.
Two.
Wait.
I fucking shit and then go in the shower.
No. You can't clean it.
No, I'm not doing either.
Okay, you have to.
I'm not doing
Life
either.
or death.
I'll fucking die.
No, it's crazy.
I'm not doing either.
Imagine you just and stop. Hey, I gotta stop. Dude, I was at J. Lou's cabin.
Yeah.
And there's no running water. There's no shower. I hasn't showered for 3 days.
That's crazy.
Wait. I had an uncrustable burger.
Yeah, you showed me that.
It was good.
I don't
It was,
believe it.
it was really good.
I don't believe it.
It was 2 PB&J Uncrustables and a burger in between. I also put ketchup on.
That's disgusting. That's actually fucking disgusting. Oh my god. That's like
That's so good.
jelly with ketchup, peanut butter with ketchup.
It's one of the best things I've
Alright,
had.
you gotta do your Giants prediction, and then
We're just trying to get along. This is fun.
we'll do the 3 things we will never.
All right, so I'm also So I'm kind of convinced my sports teams, they waited for me, Johnny Sigillo, to graduate. The Giants hired John Harbaugh. This is the most exciting Giants years in a while, and LeBron James goes to a team close to me right when I graduate. They want me to go to every single game. They made the decisions for me.
We got a Philly game.
But yes, I'm so excited. All the LeBron doing stuff. Okay, sorry, Giants. So, yeah, we locked it. I'm really starting to get excited.
Remember for your grad party when you hung up LeBron jerseys up here?
That was sick. Actually, I forgot about that.
That was stupid.
Okay, I did that. I don't remember that. The Giants. I'm bought in. So we first got home, like, oh my god, we're gonna make the playoffs. You know, I was chugging champagne. I mean, I was running around like an idiot. I guess I still do, but then my expectations tempered. The Malik stuff scared me, and then boom, Malik Neighbors. I'm seeing the footage of Harbaugh at practice. Malik running, looking great, looking like a player that's gonna play week 1. Malik Neighbors videos. Giants are making the playoffs this year. The Giants are making the playoffs this year.
Malik Neighbors gonna bust his knee
Jackson,
again.
don't say that. If Malik Neighbors is healthy, with Isaiah, the addition of Isaiah Likely, the improvement of the offensive line, year 2 Jackson Dart, year 2 Cam Scatterboot, the Giants are going to have a top 10 offense. We have stud pass rushers. Abdul Carter is the next superstar edge rusher coming. Brian Burns, established star. Thibodeau, quality player. And we have Arvell Reese, who is a monster of a human being that is just going to fly around the football field. With John Harbaugh, a coach like that becomes available once every 5 years, and he chose the New York Football Giants. I'm so bought in. I'm so excited. The Giants are making the playoffs.
You're acting like he chose like the Cleveland Browns.
This is an established Super Bowl winning coach. The Giants have been horrible. Like, we've gone through misery I know I'm like, this is like the wrong person to say that to, but we've gone misery to the last 10 years, and John Harbaugh chose the Giants, and he's going to lead this team to the playoffs in year 1. Dart is a superstar quarterback coming.
Like you're saying this, this is reminding me of when Aaron Rodgers went in his darkness retreat, like closed his eyes, was in the dark for like 5 days, and he just envisioned himself holding up the Lombardi with the New York Jets.
I'm not going that far. I'm envisioning the Giants playing meaningful, competitive football games in December going into January, making a wild card spot.
Do you see Dart taking that next step?
Yes.
Do you think that the drama between him and Abdul Carter is something or nothing?
It's all fixed.
What about when Dart makes a bad play and then Carter goes to the media and says something?
They sit next to each other all the time in the film sessions. They're 2 of the leaders of the team. They're 2 guys that are going to be on the team, that are going to be part of the future. The Giants are so young too. I'm so excited.
I mean,
you know what? You don't
just because you got to lead together doesn't mean you like each other.
Yeah, you don't have to like each other.
Liking the Mad Dog didn't speak at all.
We hate each other. Yeah, exactly. You don't have to like each other. Just work together. Is the same goal.
We should just never talk outside of this.
Yeah, we'll meet up. We'll never talk. It will be silence. That's
silence, and then I'll walk in and we won't say anything. I'll have record.
Yep.
No, I'll do it.
Yep. Exactly. But no, I'm excited with Malik Neighbors. when healthy, he was last year, he had that crazy game against the Cowboys. He was going to be a top 3 receiver in football. He finally gets his quarterback. He finally gets it. 1/2 into them playing together, he tears his ACL, but they're back. And I've been envisioning, I've rewatched the same 2 catches of Dart and Neighbors so many times. It was against the Chargers. It was like I can't wait. MetLife, week 1, Dallas Cowboys, Sunday Night Football. I will be there no matter what. And it is the start to our playoff tournament. The only thing is, Henry, you know what scares me though?
What?
That Cowboy game's, I don't want to like type up a week 1 game too much because you know what our week 2 game is?
Yeah.
At the Dream Team LA, Monday Night Football.
Yeah.
So we're not winning that.
You think Aaron Donald will be there?
Yes. That might be his first. No, that'll be his second game. But let's get him early when he's not. He's probably that guy works out. Oh.
I just want to see if Dart can actually make that next step.
I think he has all the tools, man. I mean, he really impressed me as a rookie.
He's very talented. I
think he's got the IQ. I mean, he's got a lot of experience. He's got, Matt Nagy's there, which I'm intrigued of. The offense looks under Matt Nagy. It's his first time calling plays, actually, because he never did as a coordinator. And let's see.